Hello, and welcome to This Week in History. I'm Alexandra Schneider. Thanks for joining me. This Week in History 1925 news was abuzz when a certain rascally bumblebee caused a car crash on Milwaukee Avenue near Libertyville. Emil Griffin was out for a drive with his 3 lady friends when he was stung by a bee and subsequently lost control of his vehicle. The car apparently went into a rampage, colliding with no less than 4 fence posts before overturning. Emil and his 3 friends were pulled to safety and treated for their injuries at a local doctor's office. There were no fatalities, though admittedly the fate of the bumblebee is unknown. In 1933, the Illinois Bell Telephone Company announced a $15 decrease in their transatlantic phone call rates. High usage in 1929, averaging 50 calls a day, allowed for the price reduction. Lake Forest residents could now dial friends and family in London for as low as $33 for the first 3 minutes, as opposed to $48, which they were paying earlier. The telephone company also announced that plans were in effect for a West Coast radio telephone station, so that Midwest residents could say aloha to Hawaii and beyond. And finally, in 1937, news came of the death of Lewis Swift at the age of 75. Swift had run one of the most successful Chicago meatpacking companies during the Great War and also hosted the Prince of Wales, the future Edward VII, when the prince came to visit Chicago to, quote, show the appreciation of the British government for the enormous quantities of meat products sent to the British Empire throughout the war by the Chicago stockyards, end quote. Swift hosted the prince at his Lake Forest home. And there you have it. That's This Week in History. Thanks for joining me.